So, welcome in to our pregame for
Pre-game.
Notre Dame versus Florida State. The Fighting Irish will take on the Seminoles later on at the Doak. Kickoff will be at about 7:37 Eastern Time.
That's
That's
right.
7:37
Prime
Eastern
time.
Time. And this is almost like it's been a great weekend of college football. And it just seems like Notre Dame gets all of the attention now on Sunday night.
It's
Like,
only right. It's only right. We fit that perfect prime time TV slot because we know we're gonna give everybody a show. You know.
so we came here as always, the Lucky Lefty podcast. I am Sean Davis at SD2 Mics and the original Lefty, Lucky Lefty himself, former Notre Dame quarterback Malik Zaire. So,
Get it in, baby.
without further ado, we want to give you Malik's 3 keys to victory.
Oh man, so we got to start it off. I'm thinking defense. I want to see Cam Hart really have a day today or tonight, especially because it's something that I know Florida State thinks they're going to be going into the game thinking they can beat us with speed on the outside because that front seven is going to be fierce. Marcus Freeman, defensive coordinator for Notre Dame, is going to be able to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line and quarterback. So I know they're going to go outside and challenge our secondary. So I'm expecting Cam Hart to show a little bit about what the hype has been about and a lot of lockdown. Him and Kyle Hamilton in that secondary are going to be challenged deep, and we got to be able to rally and make tackles. So the first one, we need that lockdown corner from Cam Hart and that secondary to be astounding and cutting the explosive plays of Florida State. Make them drive at home because one thing we know, especially when I played against Florida State last time when they had Jameis and Jalen Ramsey and all those guys, we know that those explosive plays gets the dope rocking, and it makes it really hard to operate at either defense or offense. So got to eliminate the explosive plays. The second thing is Jack attack. I want to see Jack Cohen really, really dive into game management. Can he handle the crowd? Can he handle those young guys around him and get that running game going? And can he, most importantly, make those tough third downs when the crowd is going crazy? I mean, you saw what Virginia Tech looked like. You saw how the crowds is full, 80,000. Wisconsin had their first in 2 years, and it's rocking. So can Jack make those big plays as a fifth-year senior? You know, we call those fifth-year transfers the wily veteran. Can he be the wily veteran out there today? And then lastly, how good can the run game be behind that inexperienced offensive line? Can Kyron have the same explosive impact with Chris Tyree in the backfield to be able to sustain drives, or is it going to be all on Jack early? I think it'll be bad if it's all on our quarterback early. Let's see if Kyron and Chris Tyree can turn up and get behind that young offensive line. I'm real interested to see how they come out that first game away from the crib, and it'll be interesting. But I definitely think if we get those three things done, we'll have a good start to our season down in the dope.
You know, early in the game for most coordinators, that paper is real crisp. It hasn't been folded, hasn't been thrown, no adjustments, right?
That's
So with
right.
that crisp paper, what do you expect to see from Tommy Reeves?
I think Tommy Reese is going to be classic Tommy Reese when he played. He's going to do a lot of run early, put some play action in there, and then try to take some shots deep with our guys like Braden Lindsey and even Michael Mayer down the middle. I think those are our bread and butter, and it's best to have a one-on-one than them to play top-down defense on us. So I think they're going to expect us to run, and we're not going to hide it. We're going to come out in a running formation, trying to get something going, and then play action with our guys on the outside.
So you already mentioned your excitement to see Cam Hart be that lockdown corner and Jack Cohn get off to a fast start. Who else are you super excited to see from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish?
Oh, man, I'm excited to see how Coach Kelly comes out this season. Is he going to change the offensive style and the feel of the team from going to we're trying to play good games and hold on to the very end, or are we going to go out and really use the talent that we have around us to really pitch a shutout and potentially score more than 30 points away from home?
Personally, I'm excited to see this wide receiver core.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see Kevin Austin back healthy to see if he is the playmaker that we think he can be. Braden Lindsey, will he continue to get better with his route running? We know that he can take the top off of the defense, but we'll probably see him in the quick game, and we'll see him going across the middle as well. And then Lawrence Keys. Everybody has talked about
Yeah,
him
everybody's talking about
having the
him.
best camp out of the wide receiver core. We get to see. And also some of these young freshmen that are playing, we'll see if they get playing time, which will be against the trend at Notre Dame. Young wide receivers getting playing time, but we'll see if they'll break that trend if Tommy Rees can get them into the rotation. So it's going to be crazy when the horse comes out and the spear flaming goes into the logo at the 50-yard line. What's the craziest environment you can remember on the road?
It's Florida State. It's Florida. It was from the plane to the bus to getting on campus. And then when we get there, it's the night game. Everybody's giving you the middle finger on the way in. And then you get the small locker room where you can hear the fans on top of you. And then on top of that, they got the pretty girls, which is a distraction. The whole cheerleading team look like robots because they all look the same. They're all cute. You got every distraction in the world out there. And then on top of that, somehow after that horse comes out, it's like the whole game is smoky. So it's just a whole experience. The crowd doesn't stop from beginning to end, and especially when they're good. So we'll see how they come out this year. But Florida State, and it was my favorite school, one of my favorite schools growing up. It was like a dream come true all in one place.
You just dredged up one of the most awful memories I have as a Notre Dame fan, bro. That was literally, I was at dinner for my mom's birthday at a restaurant, and I vividly remember coming down in between dinner and in between dessert to get a look, and I stood there in the bar and watched the entire fourth quarter. There's no way I saw it ending like that.
And that's why we got that primetime TV slot. You'll see some stuff that's very heartbreaking, some ups and downs. It's like a movie. It's like a movie watching us play. So hopefully we come out on top this time.
So those were your 3 keys to the game and players to watch from Malik Zaire. Go right now. Follow us at Lucky Lefty Pod on Instagram and also Twitter. And don't forget, go to YouTube right now. Subscribe. Hit that like button.
Hit the like. Hit the like.
Subscribe, like Lucky Lefty Podcast YouTube page. So, for my boy Malik Zaire, I'm Sean Davis. As always, we spin it different because we're the lefties.
That's right.
Let's go get this win.
Let's go get this win. You gotta do that L like Jalen.
You're listening to the Lucky Lefty Podcast with Malik Zaire.
Never will there ever be another like me. You can play the left because it ain't no right in me.
And Sean Davis.